In the Middle Ages, there was a definite structure in society. You were born into a class of people and generally stayed in that class for your entire life. Working hard didn't change your status. Your clothing, food, marriage, homes, etc. were determined for you. After the rank of king, the hierarchy was the nobles, the knights, the clergy, the tradesmen, and the peasants. Today we'll focus on the knights and knighthood. The easiest way to become a knight was to be the son of a noble. At about age 7, the sons were taken to a different castle to be trained as a page. They spent their time becoming strong, riding horses, and mastered the use of weapons. They learned how to read, write, and speak Latin and French. They also learned about dancing and the rules of chivalry. At the age of 16, the page became a squire whose duties were to work for a knight. He dressed the knight, served his meal, tended his horse, and cleaned his weapons. Squires also practiced wearing heavy armor and using weapons. At about age 20, if the squire was worthy, he was made a knight in a dubbing ceremony. In the ceremony, the knight to be knelt before the lord of the manor, who was touched on each shoulder with a sword and proclaimed a knight. The code of chivalry was the guidelines for an ideal knight. Over time, its meaning has been refined to emphasize social and moral virtues more generally. The code of chivalry, as it stood by the late Middle Ages, was a moral system which combined a warrior's ethos, Christian virtue, and courtly manners, all conspiring to establish a notion of honor and nobility. Of course, not all knights went exactly by the rules, but this was what the knight wanted to be. There were several variations of the code across Europe, but all embraced the notions of loyalty, forbearance, hardiness, liberality, and honor.